back with more Buffy. This is episode 5 of season 3, and I'm just so excited to carry on with the show. It's been just over a week, I think, since I reacted to Buffy. Might be a bit longer. So obviously I'm back at uni now, and I've been busy doing some work, so I haven't had the time of the last few days to react. So I'm very, very excited to carry on. Last episode was really cool as well. Lots of focus on Oz, which I'm always happy about. And there was like Angel being back in the fold, and we had this domestic abuse kind of plot as well. And I actually really enjoyed that episode. I thought it was done really well. And yeah, I'm just really excited to carry on and see what's going to happen next. As we delve deeper and deeper into the season, I feel like we're really getting into like the swing of things now. Because we have to start Faith around. And obviously everything with Angel is going to be quite messy, particularly with Buffy being with that Scott guy at the minute. So I'm very excited to see what they're going to do next. So let's get into this next one.
It is pretty cuddlesome. And if we all split the cost.
Giles.
And I'm not going to.
Oh, key face Giles after Jenny.
Better. Someone I can count on.
I don't think we should see each other anymore.
You don't?
Oh, damn. Well, Angel will be pleased. These Angel stunt doubles or something?
That's the target.
Right.
The mayor will see you now.
The mayor?
You have all my faith.
Oh, he seems way too squeaky clean. Oh my god. That smile. Oh.
You have to help
That'd be me.
pick an outfit.
We got the text already. Why don't we go together?
I don't know
Aw.
about that.
Come on, we'll find a couple studs. We'll use them and discard them. That's always fun.
Oh.
Okay, I'm in.
I hope you'll consider me for homecoming queen.
She's absolutely not going to win.
Now it's senior year, and I'm going to be one crappy picture on 1/8 of one crappy page.
No.
I am interested in seeing what they do, like, once they leave school.
I'd like to see you try to win the crown.
Oh boy.
You would?
Then you will.
Shit.
And that crown is going to be mine.
I want Willow to win. I mean,
Competition.
I'd vote for Willow.
It's a beautiful thing. Spiny looking head things. I ain't never seen that before. I am Kulak of the Meatquat clan.
Sure.
Ain't no philosophy class now, is it?
Mr. Gorch.
Is that the guy from
my
Bad Eggs?
statement says that ladies, gentlemen, spiny-headed looking creatures, welcome to Slayerfest 98.
He's very extravagant.
Nice.
She looks beautiful.
I was gonna go with gorgeous.
Yeah, alright.
You too. In guy way.
Oz is very lucky.
Don't do
So
this.
Cordelia.
Don't you fucking dare.
This shouldn't be.
Don't, I swear to Jesus. No. No, stop it. No, no.
We gotta get out of these clothes.
Right now.
Oh, I didn't mean.
I didn't mean either. A campaign is like a war. It's won or lost in the trenches. Holly, Michelle,
fuck.
and our real competition. Okay, you're right. Make it
Oh,
fun of the
what's this gonna
competition only
be?
makes me
Oh,
seem
it's all
better.
fucked.
Now this is just like any other popularity contest.
Willow has a database coming.
Oh, shit.
Just about done.
She's my girlfriend.
Yes, she fucking is.
I think we're getting along great, don't you?
Oh, Cordelia, don't... Oh, she's being bitchy. Oh, I'm so disappointed in Xander and Willow. I can't believe I'm saying that. This is like the most high school storyline you can ever do. That guy is quite something. Oh my god. This is what Buffy used to be like.
We're best friends. I'm not gonna hold it against you.
No, I'm not a friend. I'm a rabid dog who should be shot. But there are forces at work here, dark, incomprehensible forces.
And I'm sure they're more important than all we've been through together. Or the number of times that I've saved your life.
What do you want?
Oh god, this is
15
so
minutes loaded
bitchy.
through the Blaze database.
Okay.
Oh no. Well, that guy's a mood.
You know, Jonathan,
I suppose if nothing else, this is a good distraction from all the stuff with Angel.
connected to your mouth, is it?
But I can't believe how much this is taking over them.
Stay out of my way.
Don't ever do that again.
You're sick. You know that?
Okay, let's not say something we'll regret later, okay?
Crazy freak.
Vapid whore.
Like that.
What did you
Whoa.
call me?
I know.
No, you two, you can't share scenes anymore.
When I look at you
Okay?
now, it's like I'm seeing you for the first time.
I'm talking about Buffy and Cordelia.
Me too.
What are you gonna do? Then we have to do something. This is all our fault. Sometimes when you're falling to pieces, your mouth, it just does the sweetest thing.
No.
What are we gonna do?
Don't revisit all this shit. You've moved on.
Us.
You're gonna let go of each other's hands and be with your actual boyfriend and girlfriend. Oh, shit's beautiful. So does Cordelia. Let's not fight, eh?
What's going on here? We want you to work out your problems because our friendships are more important than who wins homecoming queen. We're
Correct.
friends.
It goes with my complexion better.
It does have that sallow tint.
Oh my god.
Finally.
Come on. It's not season 1 anymore, guys.
To run for your lives. Faith. Buffy. Have a nice day.
That's not Faith. Oh my god, he made a logo.
Hello? How stupid are you people?
Walls.
What are you two so mopey about?
No, we're not mopey.
Their deceit, that's what they're mopey about.
Ben. He's a great guy, Alex.
Yes, he is.
You wrote this song for me.
Jesus. Ooh. Damn. I can barely throw a pencil.
Smart.
Could you just tell your friends that I'm not as
Oh. Oh, it's the weird guy.
I want to be here when Buffy, well, however the thing turns out for her.
Aw.
And that was a very fine thing.
I'm never gonna know if it's real between me and Xander, if it's just some temporary insanity that made me think I loved him. And now I'm never gonna get the chance to tell him.
Oh shit. Oh, Cordelia, sweetheart.
We are going to get out of here, and we are going to head back
This
to
is
the
gonna be a
library where
mess.
Giles and the rest of the weapons. That's it?
Just this and a telephone.
A telephone. And you didn't think that'd be helpful?
This is better for... Oh,
Oh, Cordy.
You're about to see why.
I don't even get why you care about homecoming when you're doing stuff like this.
Because this is all I do. This
Yeah,
is what my
that's what I was
life
gonna
is.
say. Must be nice to feel normal for once.
For one moment, I got to live in the world. And there'd be proof.
Oh, you're trying, Cordelia.
Pour the gun! Cordelia, the spatula.
Where to launch.
Okay, that's funny. Jeez. Oh.
We gotta get back to the library.
Okay, that was funny. Oh dear.
For what happened to your poor brother.
Yeah, it is him from Bad Eggs, isn't it?
I hate her, Watcher. She'll show. Just as soon as she gets rid of some more competition.
Oh, Giles knocked out again. Poor Giles.
Excuse me. Anybody
Oh.
got a woman over here?
Jungle, Bob, and Spikehead are down now. We've lost the Germans twice, but they...
Could have a spatula, that's embarrassing.
I'm gonna kill both of you Slayers for this. You hear me?
I hear you, you redneck moron. You got a dress that goes with that hat?
Oh, I'm gonna...
Rip out my innards, play with my eyeballs, boil my brain and eat it for brunch? I am the queen. You get me mad? What do you think I'm gonna do to you?
Shit.
Later.
This guy always just gonna show up and, like, get away. Good speech, Cordy. I'm calling her Cordy. Fuck, I'm growing attached.
Said that the Germans were hooked into a computer system.
And
And they're hooked into us.
They're like shooting each other. That's quite funny. Another window the school has to fix.
The children are our future. We need them.
I believe the children are the future.
Very well. Moist towelette?
Hey guys.
You don't want to mess with Cordelia.
No.
Oh, stop reminding me that this
This
happened.
envelope, I want the name of this year's homecoming queen.
Is it
What
Giles?
we've been through tonight, this whole who gets
Kinda
to
want
be
to be Giles.
paid seems pretty
Damn important.
Oh yeah.
And the winner is, we have a tie. The winners are Holly Charleston and Michelle Blake.
Okay. I mean, that's probably just desserts, really, isn't it? Not a very successful night overall, is it? Okay, I'm gonna be honest and say I thought that was just alright. I think this could be an episode I like more in the future, depending on how the whole thing with Willow and Xander plays out, how that storyline goes. So I feel like if I know where that ends up, and if I'm happy with how that story wraps up, I'd probably look back on this episode a bit more fondly. But as I have a very, very, very kind of personal distaste for that, where they kind of went with that story, due to various personal reasons, I'm kind of... Oh, I'm just gutted that happened. Oh, poor Oz and Cordelia. That's going to be a mess. That's going to come out. It's going to be a mess. I don't even know if that's the end of it, because it didn't seem to be. And I know that Willow I don't think Willow ever really got over her feelings for Xander, and we had the whole thing in the season 2 finale with Xander saying that he loved her in hospital. So I knew we were going to come back to this. I predicted we'd revisit this. I really didn't want them to go down this route, and I am genuinely gutted and disappointed by that. I just feel very blue and disheartened. And, my cinnamon roll. She disappointed me, and I'm gutted about that. Oh, it sucks because she said some adorable moments. But yeah, I'm disappointed in Willow and Xander for their actions. Hopefully they can make amends for them. We'll see where they go with that story. But that kind of sucked a lot of my enjoyment out of this episode, to be honest. But if it resolves nicely in the future, I'll probably enjoy this episode a lot more upon rewatching it. But as it stands, I thought it was just okay. But yeah, that whole thing with Xander and Willow, watch this space, but at the moment I'm very disappointed in both of them. I feel like it's just going to cause a lot of pain. Well, I know it does from real life stuff, but oh, yeah, I'm just really kind of heartbroken and gutted about that. Yeah, it's got me a bit down actually. Oh, okay, we'll see where they go with it, but I'm really sad about that. Positively though, I think this episode was actually quite funny. There were a lot of really funny moments. I think Giles didn't have much screen time, but he had some really funny moments. Cordelia was quite funny. Actually, Buffy and Cordelia together were quite funny in their scenes later on in the episode. I wasn't a big fan of the whole like homecoming queen battle thing between these two like friends, shall we say, like being really bitchy and stuff, because it's just very teen drama-y. And I thought they might do like a Buffy kind of twist on the thing, and I know they got like hunted by like creatures and stuff, but I just thought maybe they'd not do that traditional kind of story where you have these two people who like running for homecoming queen, they're bitches to each other, and then they get kind of isolated later in an episode. A few shows have done that kind of thing, and then they come to an understanding about each other, and then neither of them win in the end. So I thought, oh, maybe Buffy's going to do like a little twist on on that kind of story, but then it just played out the way I've seen in a lot of other like teen dramas and stuff. So it's alright, and I think we got some really good dialogue from those conversations with Cordelia, kind of talking about how she loves Xander. I thought that was really nice, and her speech to that Gorge guy was really funny. And really cool. And I really liked Buffy's speech about, felt like she was in the world for once, or living in the world. I thought it was a really nice line. And we got some good character moments with that. I enjoyed that a lot. But yeah, the storyline surrounding that, I was like, well, we've kind of seen this kind of thing before. But I'm kind of glad neither of them won. Even though it sounds horrible. I thought it was quite funny that the other two girls were like joint winners, how they did like a joint winner, so you thought maybe they're both going to win, but then they switched it around. So I thought that was quite clever, really. I liked the brief appearance of Angel we got, seeing he's very much still struggling. I think personally Buffy should tell someone, at least Giles, that Angel's back, so they can do something about it. I think I need to see a bit more justification for why she hasn't told anyone yet. I know kind of the aftershocks of what Angelus did and like killing Jenny and stuff is going to affect everyone, so that's probably a big reason. But I still feel like I would at least tell someone. But I'm excited to see where they go with that story, and to see Angel go through that and hopefully, come out stronger at the other side. So yeah, what was the point of Scott? They just turned him into a dick. And I mean, the relationship between Buffy and Scott was it wasn't gonna last, especially when Angel came back into the fold. But I thought they might do like a love triangle kind of thing, so I'm kind of glad they didn't do that, because I'm not big on love triangles for the most part, as evidenced by this episode. Well, that's more of a love square. But yeah, they just suddenly that's over. It seemed kind of weird. I don't know if it's just for Buffy and Angel to get back together, because I'm sure that will happen at some point. But yeah, it just felt a bit convenient timing-wise. As soon as Angel comes back, like, well, Scott and Buffy are over now. I thought there'd be a bit more angst with that going on, but that ended a lot sooner than I thought it would. So it kind of just seemed a bit of a weird, I don't know, a weird story to go down, but it is what it is. I didn't hate it, but that's over, so okay. See you then, Scott. I don't know if I'll see him again. But yeah, that seemed kind of a weird thing. I really liked Faith in this episode. She had a lot of funny moments as well. That scene with her and Scott I thought was really funny, and I like her interactions with everyone. And we finally met the mayor. I assume that is the mayor that we've been talking about before. So that's interesting. He seems like a very slimy snake, and very too squeaky clean. So I feel like he could be like a right nasty bastard. So I'm looking forward to seeing where they go with that. And he seems to be kind of employing Mr. Trick, who I assumed we would be seeing again. So I enjoyed the prospect of those two kind of working together. Excited to learn more about the mayor, like what his big plot is and what his schemes are, and why he wants Mr. Trick involved in that. It should be interesting. So I'm very excited to see more of that. And then I liked the idea of like this Slayerfest thing. I mean, it was goofy. I feel like that kind of matched the tone this episode was going for, because I feel like this was trying to be quite a funny kind of episode. So I feel like that kind of did make sense. I liked the idea of like this group of people like hunting down Buffy and Cordelia, and I liked, you know, Cordelia being mixed up for Faith. But they were all useless. All these people hunting them were kind of useless. So I was like, I don't really feel the threat of this. Because I feel like some really like badass like hunters and stuff in that group, you'd be like, shit, they're screwed. Like, they have all these amazing people coming after them to kill them. But all kind of basically useless for the most part. Although that scene where like that yellow guy with all the spikes, when he tried to jump out the window and there was like a wooden thing, so he stayed inside the house and got blown up. That was hilarious. I loved that. But yeah, that just felt very another goofy story. To match the tone of the episode, I understand, but I don't know. I just didn't really feel the threat of it. It was obviously just kind of a scheme to get Buffy and Cordelia to kind of talk things through and stuff. So we got some nice character moments out of that, so I'm not too annoyed with that plot. I think it was a good idea there. But yeah, I didn't really feel the threat of that story at all, and I wasn't particularly invested in most of the plots that were going on in this episode, which I feel is why I kind of had a disconnect from it. Because, you know, we saw Willow be all about Xander again, which I feel like is a big step back to season 1. And we saw Buffy and Cordelia being bitchy to each other, which is feeling like we're going back to season 1. And I'm like, come on, we've come so far. Come on. And it's Oz and it's Cordelia. And these couples, don't make me fall in love with couples and then do this shit, okay? Please. I'm so sad about that. Oh, absolutely devastated. Oh, gutted. I hope that turns out alright. I'm not looking forward to Oz and Cordelia finding out, because they're going to. Especially when Cordelia was like, I love Xander in this episode. Oh, I'm not looking forward to that. I would like to think that's it for Xander and Willow. It was just a fluke. But I don't know why they would do it or go down with that story if it was just going to be for one episode. So that's what scares me. Yeah, I'm disappointed with that. I know they never really got over those feelings, but still. We'll see where they go with it. That kind of took away a lot of my enjoyment of this episode. You know, I want to be honest. So I got a few comments in the last reaction. You know, I think a lot of people enjoy this episode, and say it's like a really funny one. And it was definitely. Definitely. Yeah, I agree with that. It was a very funny episode. But I'm not sure with these plot lines I wanted it to be funny. I don't know. But yeah, you know, it wasn't I didn't hate it by any means. I hated some of the story decisions. But I think overall it was still a very, very solid episode. And I did enjoy it. But definitely not one of my favourites. But I think that could easily change once I finish the season or finish this whole storyline that they've got going on with Xander and Willow, seeing where that goes. And then I could kind of look fondly. It's kind of like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., if I'm going to go on the tangent for a minute. Season 3, episode 5. I don't really want to spoil it in case you haven't seen. But if you know me, you probably know my love of Fitzsimmons. They're my favourite ship of all time. And while episode 5 of season 3 is a brilliant episode, at the time I hated it because of where they went with some of the stories in that episode. In terms of this couple that I absolutely adore. But then we saw the whole story play out throughout the rest of the season, and I can go back and really enjoy that episode now because I know what's coming. So I feel like that's going to be how I feel about this. But right now I'm just really, really bummed that Xander and Willow did that. Oh. See, I used to think they could be really sweet, but then Oz came along, and then they put Xander with Cordelia. And when Willow and Xander kissed, I was like, no, you should kiss Cordelia, and then that ridiculous music should play when, you know? Oh, I don't know. I feel like I've been rambling for ages. But yeah, okay episode, but I feel like this could go up in my estimations as this kind of story arc wraps up in future. But for now, just okay. Very funny, kind of a bit silly and stuff in places, and I wasn't too invested in most of the plots that was going on. And yeah, felt like a lot of backtracking. I would have loved to see, you know, Buffy and Cordelia kind of support each other through their campaigns. I think that would have been nice character stuff. But you know, they probably couldn't resist in an episode like this, where it was quite funny. Having those kind of bitchy and snarky comments, so I can kind of understand that. But yeah, okay episode, not my favourite, probably would be my least favourite of the season so far, to be honest. I think I'd have to think on that, but yeah, but nonetheless, I enjoyed it. I always enjoy watching Buffy, nonetheless. But yeah, I'm really sad. Oh, I hope that works out okay. My cinnamon roll. I'm so sad that my cinnamon roll has disappointed me. I still love her, but you know. Yeah. I'm very excited to see what's going to happen next with all of this, and what's going on with the mayor. Very intrigued by that. And everything with Angel as well. Those are my two big takeaways of this episode. That and some really nice character moments we got with Buffy and Cordelia. So yeah, looking forward to seeing where they're going to go with the rest of the season. And yeah, interesting episode nonetheless. I enjoyed it, but not my favourite. So yeah, until my next reaction, thanks for watching.